This year I've again been lucky enough to have been asked to speak at the Cannes Lion International Festival of Creativity, as it's now known. I'm hosting 2 workshops on the same topic, a peace treaty between planners and creative. And what I've seen across our industry is this real angst that's been brewing for a long time between these 2 disciplines. And it's really affecting the work. So Katina Scott of the planning group here at Taylor and we've worked together for the last 4 years and discussed this at length, and we do agree. Research and data are really important, but there's a time and a place for data and a time and a place for thinking. Where we were once risk-prone and happy to follow our instincts on what work will engage and what work will work, today we've become really risk-averse. We tend to rely on research as a crutch to justify everything. What this does, obviously, is it takes a lot of time away from the creative process, from the concepting time, but also has the potential to create this sort of analysis paralysis. Worst of all, the creative idea almost never survives this process unscathed. So I think if I was to flip the coin over and talk about what strategy says about creative, well, it's our egos and our personal objectives for the work, being awards usually, overshadow the business objectives of the brief. So we've seen this chasm appear between the 2 that needs to be rectified, and that's what we'll be doing in each of our 90-minute workshops.
I think right now there's sort of this interesting dynamic that's going on between sort of 2 camps, sort of research and data and gut and instinct, and they're fighting with each other when actually they should be complementing one another. Because when you look at sort of those 2 things together, it's really important that there is sort of a synergy. You can't rely just on numbers. Those numbers, quite frankly, are meaningless without any context. And you can't only rely on gut, because let's just be real, sometimes it's wrong. But when you're able to actually integrate those 2, you're able to make really wonderful decisions that beautifully impact the work.